So guys, so in this video we are going to jump on task 5, which is file filtering. So in the previous video we already saw task 4 and the previous task. So here in task 5 we are talking about file filtering. So let's say in your network you want to prevent end users from downloading any ISO file, .exe, .tar, or any other file extension that you don't want. You want to prevent them from downloading any of these file extensions. So let's jump directly on our FortiGate device and see how to set up this filtering. So here our FortiGate device still on our this our firewall policy. So here today or on this video we are going to talk about file filters. So here what I'm going to do, I'm enabling this. Then here I will select the default file filter that is here. Then I'll edit the entry. So here you see the file filtering is very easy, not complicated. So all you need to do here is to select the feature set, either you are in flow based or you are in proxy based, and then create the rule that you want to use. So what we are going to do here is we are going to switch from flow based to proxy based. But remember in the previous video we explained a little bit the difference between flow based and proxy based. So we say flow based. In the flow based mode, traffic is being inspected as soon as it comes. So while in the proxy base, if you are searching like you are searching for, you send a request on the web browser. So FortiGate will collect all the data related to the response. It will inspect all the response before providing it to the end user. While when you are in the flow base, as soon as you send your request, as the response is coming, FortiGate is forwarding it directly to you, or it is inspecting it as it is coming. So proxy base will collect all the result or all the requests, inspect the request before forward it either to the destination or to the recipient or to the sender. So what we are going to do here, as we are talking about a rule related to downloading files, so it is better here that we use the proxy based feature set. So what we are going to do here is we are going to create our rule. So we'll just call this rule blocking ISO and exe. So you're just blocking these two file extension here. So we also talk about traffic direction, right? You see, these are the different protocols that are going to be inspected. So if this file is being pushed, or the extension that we are going to select here, the file type that we are going to select here are being pushed by one of these protocol here, then the traffic will be inspected. So the traffic direction, as we said in the video where we were talking about the differences between the security profiles, so we also said that traffic is being impacted, either it is in the incoming or the outgoing, or you can also filter it on both direction, right? So here we'll left it on both. Then here we'll go on file types. So here you will see a list of file types that are available. So what we are going to do here is we are going with exe, and you can also search directly from here. If you don't see it directly, you can search, like I'm searching ISO. So hit OK. So these are the two files extension that I want to block, prevent our user from downloading. So here in actions, what we are going to do here is we are going to go with block. So all is being set. So I'll hit OK. Okay, so here proxy base exe ISO, and hit OK. So here I need to make sure I'm selecting it. Let me double check again if the settings were okay. All is good. So also pay attention here that as we are talking about file filters, so instead of using certificate inspection here, it would be better for you to use deep inspection, right? So that we make sure we are inspecting the traffic. We'll go OK, hit OK. So here let's jump on our test environment here. So what we are going to do, I'm going with Firefox. So here on my Firefox, what I'm going to do, we'll start with .exe. So I'm trying to download a like VLC. What is this? Let's go back. Try to download a VLC file. So I can also try it from here. I'm going to search for VLC. Okay, VLC download. So from here, the download should start in the next seconds, right? Okay, so we see this error message that we have here. This site can't be reached. You see here that in the URL, you see the specified content, the link that we have here is finishes with .exe. So that's why the file could not download. So if I come here again on this is another browser, Firefox. So from here, I'll take video LAN, VLC media player, download VLC. So we'll see from another web browser. So this Firefox. Okay, you see we still have here the same error message, and you can see the link here, something.exe, vlc.exe, so we cannot download. So now let's try with an ISO file. So ISO file, I'm going to try to download maybe a Linux Debian. Let me try to download a Debian ISO file. So let's go on Debian website, download. Okay, so ISO image. Okay, ISO image. Let's take any type of image here. Then below. Okay, so below here we have the package for the Debian version, right? So what we are going to select here is the ISO file. So I'll hit the ISO. So normally when you hit the ISO file, you should download, right? So you see, we still have here the same error message that we have when downloading the exe. So if you check here in the URL here, you see we have something .iso. So anything is that is .exe or .iso will not download and will get this error message. So here we mentioned this little note here in red, understand file filters particularities. So this one is not only related to file filters. So this is something that is related to all other security profiles. So we just wanted to I just wanted to make a particular note on this one. So I want us to pay attention on something. Deep inspection method, SSL deep inspection method, and SSL certificate methods. Also pay attention on inspection method, so proxy based and flow based. So you need to pay attention that on some security profile you have both the feature set are available. So for file filtering, for example, you saw we go from flow based to proxy based, but on the firewall policy we did not switch from the flow based to the proxy based. So let's jump on the lab environment so that you can see what is the difference that can happen, or what are the settings that can, or the misconfiguration, that the behavior that you can have if you do misconfiguration on your firewall policies when configuring security profile, and if you not pay attention between the inspection modes, proxy based and flow based. So let's jump on the workstation to see more details on this. So this firewall policy with this security profile for file filtering, you could see that it is not working for .iso here and .exe. But if you try to download any other file, let's say anything like anydex. So if I try to download anydex, so from here I'll hit download. So we can also try you can also try here on Google Chrome. So what I'm going to go with is anydex. Try to download anydex. Hit download anydex here. Okay, you see from here we can download anydex. So you see anydex.exe file is downloading. But what you will see as a difference here is that the URL that you have here in the link does not have, the link is not something.exe, but it is something, you see, we don't have like the file extension, we don't have the file extension here. So that's why we are able to download .exe here, while we were not able to download .exe or .iso, you see. So let me just refresh here on the Firefox. You see, so we can download .exe as far as the extension or the URL here does not have something .exe. You see, here you had .iso, you could not download the file extension. The URL here was .exe. So if I can download any other thing, something else. Let me go with TeamViewer. Download TeamViewer. Accept cookies. Free download. Okay, download TeamViewer, and you see it is downloading. So TeamViewer is downloading. But if you check here in the URL, you will see that the URL does not finish. It's not finished with .exe. Double check here in the file filter. You will see that here in the file filter, we went from the flow base to proxy base. So proxy based means we are downloading or we are collecting, or the FortiGate is buffering all the data, either it being the request or the response, inspecting it before sending the response to the recipient or to the sender, right? So we go in proxy base, and we also configure here the SSL inspection to work in deep inspection. So we can double check also here by enabling the inspection method of the firewall policy itself, right? Let's switch the inspection mode of the firewall policy itself from flow based to proxy based as well, right? Okay, let's do it in the proxy base. So I'll hit okay. Okay, and now we are going to jump again on our firewall policy again. So from here, if I hit refresh, it means I want to download the exe file. Now you see from here, the exe file for any dex is being blocked, right? The exe file is being blocked actually because we switched the firewall policy from flow based to proxy based. So you see that is one of the things that you need to pay attention as well when you are trying to do web filtering, right? When you are trying to do web filtering, you make sure that you are also changing your firewall policy. You're also switching your firewall policy inspection method here to work from flow based, or to go from flow based to proxy based, right? So normally this is normally how it should work, because from the file filter here, usually the recommended what is recommended is that if you decide to switch, because as we said, the feature set here, it works both for the security profile and also for the firewall policy. So for a security profile, if you decide to go on proxy base, make sure the firewall policy is also switched to proxy base. So this is one of the main errors that network administrator they usually do, and they will have this type of error, or this type of misconfiguration on their firewall policy or their security profile, and they will not understand why users are still getting access to a specific content that are supposed to be blocked. You see, so here you can see the main differences again between the flow-based inspection and the proxy-based. So in the flow-based, we download the file as they came. So as they came, we download it. As far as the URL does not contain .exe, .iso, we could download. Now that we switch to flow-based mode or proxy-based, you see now that it is applying. The file index.exe has been blocked due to its file type or properties, right? So this .exe. So we can do the same here again with team viewer. So if I hit again download team viewer, okay, you see, so this actually we also have the same error message. So this time you see the filtering is being done on the URL. You see, it's being done now on the URL. So you see when we're in the flow base, when we're the flow base on the firewall policy, firewall policy, in the flow base we did not inspect the URL. You see, was not inspecting the URL, but in the proxy base, or in the proxy base mode, we are actually inspecting the URL. So I just wanted to put this information so that you pay attention when configuring your file, your file policy, your maybe your set file filtering, right? So good to know. So we are going to go jump on task 6. Task 6 is about application control. So we'll connect to our FortiGate firewall and check how to block specific category, a specific application, and we'll see how to control some specific functions on some specific application in category. So let's jump on the FortiGate device. So here on the FortiGate device, so under our our firewall policy, here under security profile, we are going to enable application control. So here we are going to edit the default application control object that is available. So from here you will see that we have 141 cloud application that require deep inspection. So you can see directly from here that for some security profiles, they already indicate or provide you an information to know which type of SSL inspection you are going to use if you want the security objects or the security or the categories and the actions that are defined on this category to work fine. You need to put this to put your firewall policy in deep inspection for this to work. So from here, we see we have I think 19 categories here, and below you have and below you have information like you can enable network protocol enforcement. So from here you can create new network protocol enforcement. This is where you can make sure that each protocol or each port number works with a specific protocol. So if a traffic is using a port number and is not enforced with the traffic is not related to the specified protocol, then the traffic will be blocked, right? So you can also do like this. So from here, we can check maybe like something like SSH. So you know that the default port for SSH is 22, right? So you can enforce SSH to always be on port 22. So if anybody is doing an SSH communication that is not using port 22, you can decide to block the traffic, right? So these some security measures. So here you can also do some override. So what we are going to do here, we are going to do we're going to block a specific category as first step. So here let's take like generative AI. Okay, let's select this category, Gen AI. Then we'll select blocked. Okay, so we'll select block. So when you have any category here, if you want to see the actual elements that are items that are under that category, what you can do when you hover over the category like this, you can see you can click on view signatures. So the signatures are the different elements that are under this category. So I'm sure if I hit like chat GPT, okay, I can see open AI with chat GPT under this category. So what I'm going to do here is maybe I'll just remove all these NPS or network protocol enforcement here. We don't really need it. So here what I'm going to do, block application detected on non-default port. So for enhanced security, you can also enable this one. So okay, so we'll just try this one, blocking Gen I category, generative AI category. So let's hit OK. And as we said, we need to make sure that the SSL inspection method that we are using here is deep inspection. So I'll hit OK. Okay. So now we are going to jump on our lab environment. So here on my lab environment, I'm going to jump on a web browser. So I'll be using, okay, let's go with Google Chrome. So from here, I'll try to go with OpenAI. So let's just try. Okay, you see, immediately we have the block message that is that will be displayed, right? So application is blocked. You attempted to access an application that violates your internet usage policy. Application OpenAI ChatGPT category Gen AI URL chatgpt.com. So any website that is under this category will be blocked. So next thing we can do now is let's double click again, edit. So now we want to block a specific website, right? So let's see. So here we would like, for example, so if I go again on the test environment, so if I look any other app like any other AI like Cloud AI, okay. So what I'm going to do now is we are going to block, keep keep the category blocked, but this time we are going to allow a specific app. So to allow a specific application under the same category, for example, we'll go here under application and filter overviews, overrides. So I'll create new. So from here, what I want to do is to allow. What I want to allow, I will search like chat GPT. Okay, so OpenAI.ChatGPT. So this one I would like to. So when you are allowing or taking an action on a specific item that you are searching, you select the item, then you hit here add selected. If you want to add all the following actions, because for each item that you can search, you will see you have many other available names. So this chat OpenAI.ChatGPT, this is browser web. So this is the web browser. This is the website, I guess the website. After that, you have ChatGPT file upload. ChatGPT login, ChatGPT post. So these are some actions that you can have. You can also control on ChatGPT, right? So we'll talk about this in the in the next minute. So we'll go now with just with the website. So you select the website here and you select here add selected. So you see add selected here. So if I hit OK, so here I have the application, the details, OpenAI ChatGPT application allow. So the category is actually blocked, but this website will be allowed, right? So I'll hit OK, apply, okay. So we jump again on our test environment. So this one was Cloud AI. So if I just refresh, so normally this one should be still be blocked. So if I go back again now on ChatGPT, I'll do refresh. So you see now when I do refresh, I have access to ChatGPT. Now what we are going to do is control specific functions. So here on a firewall, what we are going to do, I'm going to take another example. So let me go with so here what we are going to do, I'm going to take add another filter here or another so from here I'm going to search for YouTube. Okay, so for YouTube, you see we have a lot of functions that we can control, right? A lot of functions that we can control. So what we are going to do is for this website or for this rule, what we are going to do is we are going to, for YouTube, we are going to block, for example, shorts. Let's say we are blocking shorts, and we are also blocking comment posting. This means if a user accesses YouTube and try to play a particular video, he can still play the video. So the action here to play, will leave it as it is. We're not blocking the play action. He can play the video. He can get some control over the channel. So if I just double check before doing it, so let me just check. Do we have access to YouTube actually? So YouTube. Okay, so from YouTube,
Data analytics is an awesome field to get into.
YouTube is
There's a ton of
actually
open
working
jobs
fine,
right
right?
now. The pay
Okay, so
is really strong.
YouTube is working fine. So what we are going to do is, so we are going to enable to block users from posting comment on when they are on YouTube. So we'll try to see how to prevent users from posting comment on a specific on a video on YouTube. So here on our firewall policy, we'll block posting comment here and also block shorts. We'll see how to check about shorts. So I'll select these two actions here, then I'll hit add selected. So they are mentioned here to be blocked. So I'll hit OK. Okay, YouTube shorts and YouTube comment posting. Okay, so what I'm going to do, I hit OK. Okay, so let's jump to the workstation to double check this. So still here on this video, I'll simply refresh, hit the refresh like this. Okay.
Start learning on the go today with Coursera Plus.
So under this video, let me just
unlock unlimited access to over 10.
Okay, the warning. So the video is actually playing, so I'll just try to paste a comment here below, right? So I'll say something like good video. So I'll try to add the comment. You will see posting comment will not work. So even if I refresh or I do it multiple times, the comment posting will not work. So users of your network might think maybe there is an issue on your network, but it is being blocked by a security profile. So we also thought about accessing short, right? So from here, if I try to go on short, you see I cannot even access short because it is being blocked by our application profile. So if I try to access any other things, you see I can access any other menu, but here on short I cannot access shorts. So you see that is for example some of the things that we can do with application control. So here let's jump again on our FortiGate. So here other thing that we can check, for example, here on application control, we can check again with some other applications, right? Let's check, for example, application like maybe team viewer. Okay, so team viewer, you can let people access team viewer, for example, but you prevent them from calling or receiving any call, right? You see, these are some functions that you can prevent on team viewer. So let me just block. Okay, this is set to block, so I can block. Maybe I block teams. team viewer, pardon. Then I will look another application like Zoom. Okay. So this Zoom, you can prevent users from accessing the Zoom website, or you can let them access Zoom website, then prevent them from doing the following function. So I'll just prevent access to Zoom website. Okay, so I hit the add, then okay. Okay, here now we have third priority here for Zoom, Teams and Zoom. So I'll hit okay. Then I will jump on our test environment here. So I'll try to access team viewer. Okay, team viewer, trying to access. Oh, not this link. So I'll try to access team viewer, do a research on team viewer. So team viewer, okay. You see immediately we have this error message, right? This block message, FortiGate default block message, because we block it in application control, right? Same thing if I go with Zoom. Let me just check on Zoom. Zoom, okay. You see, same thing we have with Zoom. So this how application control works. So so what I really want us to understand here is the power of application control, right? Because here you see other application control, you have like 19 categories here. You will see we don't have the same categories as the one we had on web content filtering or DNS filters. So we see here that application control have their own specific categories, and for each category, what is very interesting here is that for each category you have a lot of functions that you can on which you can apply specific actions, right? So here you have, maybe you see a category like games. You can let your user access website related to games, but you can apply some restriction on those websites, such as preventing them from downloading any app or uploading or posting any comment. You can also block access to social medias, so Facebook, Twitter, and all others. But you can let them get access to those websites, but you can also prevent them from posting, doing any post, any comment. Same thing with video and audio websites like YouTube and many other websites. As you also saw with application like Zoom, you can let users access Zoom, but you can prevent them, for example, from accessing a meeting or join a chat group or many other stuff, right? So this is where application control is very, very interesting. So pay attention for the difference between blocking a website from like blocking a website on web filtering, DNS filtering, or application control. So we need to know exactly what are the differences between those three security profiles. So now let's jump on the next task, which is task 7. So task 7 was to understand filter types like simple, regular expression, and wildcard. So here, I think I'll go again with maybe web filtering. So let me just double click, just cancel. So here again, I'll go with web filtering here. So I'll try to edit web filtering. So here under URL filters. So let me try again here, or let me just edit this one. So edit. So here, the first type that we have here is simple. It means this is an exact match. Let's say, for example, if you want to blog this website, when you choose the type here as simple, it means you want the exact matching. So what you want to blog is exactly udemy.com. So because of DNS, this might also block 3w.udemy.com. So yeah, that's the DNS part. So, but when you choose simple here, it means you want to block the exact pattern that you put under URL here. So if you are blocking udemy.com, you can use, if you're interested in blocking only the udemy.com or anything else, or any website you want, on any URL that you want to block, you can use simple as the chosen type here, and only this expression will be blocked. But if you want to, let's say you want to block this domain and its subdomains, right? Domain and subdomains, what you can use in that case is wildcard. So under wildcard here, it means if you put something here like star dot, so If you put something here like star.udemy.com under wildcard, it means any subdomain of udemy.com will also be blocked, right? Any subdomain of udemy.com will also be blocked. So if you want to do something more specific, so here we talk now about regular expressions. So okay, before we go on that regular expression, I think we can just try this. So if I select like wildcard here, so I hit OK. So we are going to block star.udemy.com as wildcard. So I hit OK. Web filter applied. Okay. Okay. So here I will jump on our testing environment here. So I'll go with udemy.com. Okay. The exact matching udemy.com is being blocked. So if I try something else like I think they have a support web page. So I guess support.udemy.com. So also support.udemy.com is also blocked, right? Because we actually went on wildcard and said we should block anything that is star.udemy.com. So for regular expression here, regular expression is highly specific, right? Different from wildcard, it is highly specific because it is used for complex pattern matching, right? Such as, let's say, for example, if you want to block all URLs that contain a specific sequence of numbers or letters, right? Or something like that. So let's say you want to block a specific website that contains a specific sequence of numbers and letters. So what is going to be the pattern here is www, then here we'll go 9029. So as we said, we are blocking website, or we're blocking all website that contain a specific sequence of number, right? So 3W09, then here we'll go with here you go with the domain name. So maybe you are blocking any all website that maybe this website can be, let's stay with Udemy. So this can still be Udemy. So udemy.com. So this is going to be, for example, the pattern that we need to provide here if we need to block all URLs for udemy.com that contains a specific sequence of numbers, right? So this, for example, so regular expression is more complex, and you use it when you have a very specific type of content that you want to block, or you want to apply a specific action on them. So to recap, so when you're using simple, it means you are using the simple matching expression. You use simple if the expression that you are the pattern that you are providing the URL here is the exact pattern that you want to block. You use wildcard when you, for example, you want to block, as we saw in the example, you want to block a website and its subdomains, and then you use wildcards. You use a regular expression when you really want to block something more complex or more specific. So that is it. That is it for task 7. So it was not much that it was not much an activity. So let's jump on task 8. So here we talk about block portal redirection. So imagine since we've been accessing various websites, we always fall on this block message, like the default block message that is being displayed by FortiGate. So imagine for example, in your company, you want to redirect users to company blog portal, where you from there you want to explain to them why the company want to explain to them why a specific website is being blocked by the company or something like that. So here we are going to see how to redirect users directly to a company blog portal that will define. We'll redirect them to a specific or a different website. So maybe when a user searches want to access maybe facebook.com, and you redirect them maybe to another website. So we'll see how to do that. And we'll also see how to customize our own redirect portal. So